Here we are. Here we are. And do you know what? Nothing like living on the edge, because I'll tell you this now. Typically, I'm going to have to, I'm going to have to, no doubt, hide or pause the live for a while. Not pause it. I'll have to go and do something when someone knocks on the door, basically. That's pretty much what I'm going to have to do. And it's going to be a bit frustrating, but that's just how it is. So, right, here we go. Welcome to the Alienated Dads Network. Okay, so basically everything's on the table. We're here to enjoy ourselves. If you've been through family court, then you've heard all the labels: aggressive, unstable, dangerous. Most of it, absolute nonsense, absolute bollocks, but there you go. But I've been there. I know what it's like to lose your kid or kids, or your voice, your identity, and half of your life in one court order, basically. It's not nice. It's not easy. But we want this to be your space. And I know it's difficult because you're going through some serious stuff. But, we don't always. What got me through the difficult times was ultimately talking about other things too, and entertaining myself, making sure I'm doing what makes me happy. So we can talk football. We can rant about the weather. We can tell your story. So I'm looking for guests to come on and talk about anything they like, basically, and tell your story. Remember, you're not broken. You're not a threat. You're just a dad trying to see their kids. Yeah. Now, before Anthony comes on, I'm supposed to be getting Anthony on, but he's meant to be. It's like his first day at school and he's still late. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know where he is, but he will hopefully be here along soon. But while we're waiting for that to come on, let's talk about some news. And I'm not talking serious stories. I'm talking about. We'll leave that to people like with the suits. Yeah, I'm talking about the bizarre headlines that you only see on page 6 of your local paper. And I've got one here. Basically, I got this from our local, from Grays, actually, funny enough, from Grays Herald, and it's the council accidentally orders 14,000 traffic cones. Yeah, and they've refused to apologise. We've also got man wins court case over being too sexy to work in IT. This is a true story, apparently. True story. And my favourite, woman marries ghost of Victorian soldier. I bet you now, honestly, somewhere there's going to be a judge taking notes saying, "I've seen this. I've seen worse." Yep, definitely. Imagine that, trying to divorce a ghost of Victorian soldier. Apparently, that's only in America. But there you go. But speaking of the worst, let's talk football. Now, I know this is going to divide some of you. Half of you care too much, but hear me out, right? This is about the Premier League at the moment, and it feels less like sport and more like a Netflix drama. There's players diving around like with funny haircuts, like they've been sniped from the roof, like Donald Trump shot at Donald Trump or something like that. You've got VAR that's taken longer than a family court appeal. Now, and that, if you've ever done a family court appeal, that's quite a long time, yeah? And managers give them post-match interviews like they're auditioning for Shakespeare. Now, on a serious note, a dad's life. So Shakespeare, my daughter went up to, and this is what I found quite intriguing, my daughter went up to Stratford-upon-Avon, and she touched the same statue as I touched. She went for a meal in the same pub that I went for a meal in, and she went to the same, it is weird, and that's how ironic is that all these years later. And she's doing exactly the same thing as what I did all those years ago. And she touched the same, and she had sort of like a similar photo taken. Obviously, photos weren't as big back then, but that really touched me and really got to me. My daughter didn't really think twice about it, to be honest with you. But it was quite a big thing for me. I thought it was quite poignant. Let's talk about that dad life reality check. Yeah. While we're waiting for Anthony, let's address something most blokes don't admit out loud: the silence in your house when your kids aren't there. It's deafening. Nothing worse when you're going from the chaos, the mess, and the dad, can I have a snack? Can I have a bit of chocolate? Can I have a packet of crisps? Can I have an ice cream? Every 14 seconds, that chaos and disorder, all that madness, to go into the silence and just staring at your phone, hoping for that text to come through. And people say, you should enjoy the peace. Yeah, cheers, Sandra. Thanks for that, love. I'll enjoy the peace. I'll just sit here enjoying my own peaceful panic attack. Thanks for that. But no, going from the chaos and having your family around with you and then having silent times, being alone with your own thoughts can be difficult. We're here to support anyone who need support, reach out. Don't suffer in silence. Now, normally we'll have some quick fire questions for whichever guest. This is going to be a format that. So if you're watching and you're seeing this and you're thinking, oh, what's the format going to be like? What's going to happen? So basically, it's going to be a random section, and Anthony's going to feel this in a shortly. Apparently, he's waiting somewhere. I don't know if where he's waiting because I can't see him here, but I will invite him on shortly, no doubt, and see if he's. Let's have a look here. 1 second. He's on. He's not here where I'm at. He's not where I'm at. Anthony, late for school. Send that invite there. See what happens then. See what happens there. See if he gets that email. So basically, right. What would I rather? I think Anthony's coming on just at the right time. Actually, hopefully he will be here. To bear with me 2 seconds, people, because I need to go and get the door. The door's going to go. This is live at 5, people. Watch this. I told you this would happen. Where's Anthony? What could I do with him now? Where is he? So what would I rather? I'd rather... Anthony's not here, so I'll do this by myself. Ready? Would I rather fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? And for me, I think it's going to be horses. Always. Because ducks are mental. Probably got the worst fashion sense as well. Where is... Well... I've sent him another email, but we'll carry on. Would I rather fight one? Well, I've done that horse-sized duck. If I could change the law and make one thing law, it would be something to do with calf. I would basically change calf officers to be breathalyzed on biased before going into family court and pleading. I think that's what I'd do. Now, let's just bring it back. Let's just find out what's going on. Where are you? Where? I've sent another email. These things happen. But there we are. So basically, I can't really... There we are. So basically, let's just bring it back. So the vibe is basically anything goes here, right? And I know it's a bit sketchy right now, but sometimes we'll be deep into conversation. Sometimes we'll be deep into important DMC stuff, but then sometimes it'll be ridiculous. And sometimes it'll be both at the same time. And when Anthony finally shows up, we'll drag him straight into this uninterrupted chaos. I think he had a dentist appointment today, and that may be his excuse. We shall see if he has one, a valid excuse that is. We shall see. But anyway, it's given me time to probably... Oh, something's happening here. He's on. Oh, look, he's come onto the screen. I'm not sure what's going on here. There he is. He's here. Yeah, we're good. He's managed to come straight in. This is good. Right time, just at the right time, Anthony. Just at the right time. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. How's things with yourself? You all good?
Yeah, good. I'm Anthony, joined in portrait orientation. You may want to tell him to switch to landscape to match yours. Switch your phone that way. Landscape. See if that makes any difference. Now I'm upside down. Okay, that's fine. So anyway, we'll start from the beginning, as if we've just joined. These last 15 minutes we'll just forget about. But anyway, welcome to the Alienated Dads Network Podcast, the only show where you can go from debating child custody to debating whether pineapple belongs on pizza. That's probably the wrong thing, actually, using pizza in that sense, because Pizzagate and that sort of stuff, isn't it? In Hollywood, they talk about pizzas being kids and stuff, don't they? So it's code. It's code. So I probably shouldn't use pizza. I probably shouldn't. I just realised that now. But anyway, it's too late now. I've done it, so that's fine. Anyone else brave enough to listen? Welcome to the Alienated episode 1 of the Alienated Dads Network, which is basically the first proper episode of me talking nonsense, which means there's a 50-50 chance that it'll either be make you laugh, it'll either make you cry, or make you think, what the fuck are you doing watching this and wasting an hour of your life watching it? Who knows? But the choice is yours, and thank you for whether you're watching this live or whether you're watching this on catch up. I value you watching it. Hopefully people can hear me. So this is a quick disclaimer as well. Despite the name, we're not just here to bang on about family courts every week. No, we're not. We're going to talk about random stuff, aren't we, Anthony?
Yeah, that's it. Random stuff is the better stuff.
Yeah, so it's been, we've all been in the trenches. I've been in the trenches. I've got the scars. We've got the war stories. We've got the legal stationery should we need it. But, I don't think we will need it, but this is podcasted. This is where we talk about life, the absurd, the political, the personal, and yes, weather, of course, the weather. Because there's one thing that British men love more than football. It's moaning about the weather. So how was the heat yesterday for you, Anthony? Was it too hot for you yesterday?
It weren't too bad. We had a swimming pool out. We had the slip and slide out yesterday, so that was good. So we got through it.
I didn't do too well in the heat yesterday. It was a bit of a nightmare for me yesterday. The heat.
What happened yesterday?
I ended up being quite sick. I ended up being quite sick. I think it was the Guinness. I think it was the Guinness's fault, really, more than anything else. I couldn't help but have 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever it was, and then it got too hot. It got too hot, and I thought, and I was walking around, and I was like, no, I wasn't even walking. I was actually ill in the pub. Actually, I blame the food. Actually, I had a packet of peanuts.
But you got to blame
I don't know if Anthony's there. I think we've lost him. I'm sure if he's around, he's probably got some. He's up in Lincolnshire actually, so he's probably got no signal. Because I'm surprised they've even got internet up there, to be honest.
It's not that.
But is he back now? I'm not sure if he's back. I'm not sure.
Yeah, keep losing.
Anthony, you're the only person that you drove me to a court hearing. You drove me to. Oh, he's gone now. He drove me to a court hearing, and he took me to the furthest car park there was possible to actual place. We were walking there. It took me ages to get there. It took me ages. By the time I got there, I was like proper cooking. Where's he gone? Where's Anthony gone? He's gone again. He's obviously lost signal because he's somewhere in the middle of nowhere. Driving up to wherever he goes. Yeah, so we're not going to bang on about family court every week. It's not something that we want this to be like a little bit of an escape. Oh, he's back. I think he's come back. So he's back. Look, they do have internet out there. Do they have 5G up there, Anthony? Do they? Where you are?
It's not that bad.
He says that, and he freezes. They do have internet up there, do they? Really? It sounds that way. It looks that way to me, Anthony. It does look that way to me. Is he better? This is worse than. Do they have internet up there, Anthony? Do they have internet up there? My daughter went to Durham University. I was surprised they even have surprised they have internet up that part of the world.
They have internet, well, because it's up north. We don't have internet. It's just.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, blimey, they've got internet up there. Well, then look at where you are, wherever you are. They've obviously got some network issues where you are as well.
It's just really bad network because you go through little lanes and that it gets really bad.
So that's one of the reasons we should move up to wherever you are because there's really good internet up there.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's all right. It's all right, mate.
I'm sure there's worse places like Iceland or Antarctic. I wonder if you've got a signal in the Antarctic.
Well, why don't you go there and find out for us and report back, mate?
We're not allowed to, are you? People are banned from going to the Antarctic. You're not allowed to.
I didn't know that, mate.
You're not driving, are you? Are you driving, Anthony? Are you driving?
Little Kirsty is.
You got your driver doing it for you?
Well, not the driver. My little Kirsty is, yeah.
That's the driver then?
Well, it's drove from Cambridge Services.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's good. So if anyone who's stumbled in here wondering what the hell they're watching here, right? This is the Alienated Dads Network, right? Think of it like a dysfunctional pub table. No bar fights, but plenty of arguments. Too much sarcasm, and that one mate who always brings up conspiracy theories after 2 pints. I've not had 2 pints tonight, but I'm always going to bring up conspiracy theories. So we're here for real talk, no filter, no for a reason. Inspirational crap. No, we talk about what matters, what annoys us, and what's funny. Sometimes all in the same sentence. So, Anthony, tell me, I've got a question for you.
Go on, fire.
Right. So, who's the most famous person you've met, and were they a knob?
Oh, I met Mickey. Is it Mick Norcross? Yeah, from that Towie thing, Towie, whatever you call it.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
It was actually alright, to be fair.
So that's that bloke. Is that some Essex? Is that some Essex thing that I don't know about?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you don't watch telly, so you wouldn't really know, would you?
No. Right. So that's okay. Fine. Okay. So
okay. Before we, who's the most famous person you've met?
Probably Rolf Harris. I'm being serious because before all that come out about him like being liking kids and whatever. We were at a school. Year 8 or no, year 6 primary school. He read books when we were younger. And he was doing all that stuff, and he drew the pictures and everything, and we all went up and sat on his lap. He let me sit on his lap. I was quite quick on there. He just let me move on quite quick. There's others who sat on there quite a little while. He was just tapping on their knee, and he was just sat there for a little while. But I was like on and off straight away. He obviously didn't like me.
Obviously, you didn't take his fancy,
No,
did you, mate?
didn't ask me to come backstage with him. No, didn't ask me to come backstage with him.
But I played a
But
degree.
you want to play my did you do, mate? Did you do? So right, this one is I want to talk about something that's something universal, yeah. What it means to be a man in 2025, not in some Andrew Tate, not in some Andrew Tate buy my course type, grow a beard my way type. I mean day to day reality, paying bills, being there for your kids, getting called toxic for holding doors open, and trying to figure out why you're somehow expected to have opinions on the Barbie movie and your cholesterol at the same time. Let's talk about that, Anthony. How do you feel about toxic masculinity? Do you think fatherhood is difficult these days?
Being a father, yeah, it's good and bad moments. Being a father, obviously, dads will know that it can be good and bad parts of it. Kids will be kids, but the way I look at it,
are your kids into Love Island yet?
What's that?
Are your kids into Love Island yet?
No, thank God.
Because you'll miss it.
No, she don't watch Love Island. She said it's too fake.
That's it. That's going to be good. That's good. I like that. I like your missus. She's all right. She is.
All them TV programs.
I like her. She's all right. Well, the thing is, as well, what I like about her as well, she knows her place in the nicest possible way. In the nicest possible way, she knows her place. Do you know what I mean? She does things for you. She cooks dinner for you. Do you know what I mean? She goes out of her way. She goes out of her way for you. She adds value. Adds value, as I like to put it. She adds value.
She does add value. Yeah, she's a good girl.
Yeah, she is. Yeah. So yeah. So in terms of electric cars, are they great for the planet? Do you think?
Electric cars.
Electric cars. What do you think about electric cars?
Crap.
Well, I think they're great for the planet unless you're charging your vehicle for longer than you actually drive it.
Well, think of it. Yeah, right. So you charge your vehicle. Yeah. So whatever that costs to charge a vehicle. Yeah. Right. But then on the downside of it, when the batteries don't last as long, yeah, you've got to replace them batteries. The batteries can cost what, 10 grand, 12 grand to replace batteries.
Well, I'm hearing it's really cheap in the first instance. When you get your electric cars, it's really, really cheap. And then in a couple of years' time, your prices are going to go up massively. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, well, I heard about like they're trying to tax electric cars now, but I thought electric cars was good for the environment. But obviously,
that's what I thought. That's what I'm saying.
If they want to put tax on electric cars, obviously they know something we don't.
What about dating apps? And obviously you don't use dating apps anymore, do you? Obviously, because obviously you've got your missus and what. But I think the dating apps, they're the only place you can get rejected before being born. Like, because apparently your star sign means you're emotionally incompatible.
Well, I met Kirsty on Facebook dating.
Oh, did you? Did you really?
Yeah.
Did you? Now this is something I didn't know about. Tell me something. I didn't know about this. Tell me some more.
But I swear I told you, I met Kirsty on a dating app like 4 years ago.
Oh wow! So these things, it does happen then. People do meet each other on dating apps. It does work.
It does work out. To be honest with you, no one take offence. I just didn't meet the psycho, so I done well there, didn't I?
Did she intentionally swipe you, or was it an accident?
I think it was an accident, mate. To be honest with you.
And then you matched, and you're like, "Oh God, she matched me! Oh my God, she matched me! She matched me!" And then you fucking go and tell your life story in your first message, and then she fucking doesn't contact you again.
Well, I didn't really put my life story in my first message.
No, that's where I go wrong. That's where I go really wrong.
Yeah, you probably write an essay. Yeah, tell them everything about yourself. Then you're like, so why not getting a reply?
Yep. There's like ghosted me before they know my life story before then they ghosted me before they've even had a chance to finish it. Yeah. That's what I'm really bad at that.
At least get your foot in the door, then tell them a little bit about your life.
Well, I've decided I'm going to tell them nothing anymore. I'm going to say nothing about it. I'm going to let them find out as I go. But then even that, like, I still fuck up. I mean, there's something I did the other day. I invited someone and said, I said, can you do me a favour? She said, what? I said, can you do me a favour? And can you come to like Oasis gig with me on the 28th of September? So I can justify buying like 2 tickets, because I don't want to pay 1 ticket and pay £1,000 for 1 ticket, because I'm going to have 2 and I'll have a spare ticket and I'll just give it to some random when I'm out or whatever. So do you want it? And like you won't have to pay for anything. I'll all costs covered, whatever. Apparently I'm too nice. Apparently it's too much. It was too much too soon. Well, I asked them to do me a favour.
Well, you can't give everything away in minutes, can you?
well, I mean, I wasn't trying to give everything away. I mean, I was just trying to it would help me see her races twice this summer rather than just once, and I'd be quite happy with that. I need to make up for lost time. And then she didn't want to do me that favour, so it's fine. I've not messaged her back since.
You ain't messaged her back?
Not since that, no.
Well, how's the dating going for you?
I'm still single. Yeah, still single. I mean, let's be honest. They have to. If I'm going out for a drink with somebody, I don't see the point in it. I don't see the point in dating. I'm all for escorts and basically posh escorts. Basically, pay for your girlfriend for the night. Get a different girlfriend each time you want to go out for a drink. Like literally, you know where they stand. You sign the contracts. Bish bash bosh. Not that I've done it. Much. Obviously, I'm still young. I'm still trying to play the field and whatnot. But it doesn't. I mean, there's so many red flags. I mean, I say to them, you have to buy the first drink because we may not make the second. If I see a red flag, I'm straight out of there.
So, right. So you think? So just say you went out for dinner with someone, yeah? Who should buy that first dinner?
Say again?
Who should buy that first dinner? If you went out on a date with someone, should you buy it or should she buy it?
It'd be 50-50 if it's dinner. It'd be 50-50 if it's dinner. It's 50-50.
Okay, fair enough. Everybody has their own opinions.
Well, what should it be? I'm not buying a fucking meal. There's no way in the world I'm buying. No way. Like literally, I went out for a drink this other with this person. I went and turned into being a meal. She was leaving it for me to pay. I was like, no, we'll go halves, thanks. We'll go halves. She's like I didn't make her do the whole thing.
Yeah, you can't do that. Do you know what I mean?
I sort of did, mate. I sort of did.
Well, when I go on a first date, I just turn to McDonald's because it's cheap, innit? No, I'm joking.
Well, the thing is, I mean, I used to think about McDonald's, but like, the reality is this: the food's not that good, is it? It's not real food.
No, it's not. Nah.
So it's like, I mean, I feel bad eating that stuff now. I mean, I feel bad that's even gone inside my stomach.
Well, we had a McDonald's today, yeah, as I was leaving to come up to Lincolnshire, and to tell you what, it was the most tasty bit of food.
When was the last time you ate?
What's that?
When was the last time you had some proper food? Were you hungry?
No, I'm not hungry.
Were you hungry?
I was hungry, and I was like, let's go and get McDonald's. And it was disgusting. I regret paying the money for it.
It was disgusting. I thought you said it was great. I thought you said you enjoyed it.
No, it was absolute rank. It tastes like cardboard.
No, well, that's what it is. That's what it is, cardboard. I mean, I'm surprised I ate it for so many years. I'm surprised people do actually go in there still and eat that stuff.
But yeah, I'll never do it again. It was horrible. Absolute rank.
Well, until next week when you get hungry and you'll have it again, won't you?
I won't do it again next week. Right. Yeah. What's that?
Exactly. Wouldn't you say it? Wouldn't you agree?
Hold on. I'm not agreeing to nothing. What did you say? But saying along the lines as I bet you will have it again in a month's time if we've done this again.
Yeah. You'll have eaten it. You'll have eaten it.
No.
But I was just saying that you're like my go-to person, my super sub, my go-to man. That when no one else wants to come and talk to me, you're my go-to person. Anthony, come and talk to me, please.
Well, yeah.
About doing a podcast and stuff.
Yeah, I don't mind doing podcasts and everything. It's a little bit exciting and
yeah. I mean, I know. I mean, I like to think I know. I don't think I know that much, but I think I know.
You know a lot. You know a lot.
I know what I know, but I don't know what I don't know.
I can't blow trumpet too much.
Well, I don't want blokes. No. I don't want. No. Thank you. No. Not really. Thanks for me. But what I would say is, I mean, I've lost where we was now because I've gone solo. I've taken down what I was reading, which is a bit stupid, isn't it? But there you go. I can't help that. That's the story of my life. But Anthony, tell us something emotional about to the dads who are struggling, who you would say like they feel like giving up. What would you say?
So, on my personal experience, I'll never give up. Yeah, I'll keep on fighting. I know it gets tough, and I know it gets hard. Yeah, and you feel like giving up, but there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, you're fighting for one reason. You're fighting for your children. Yeah, even if it's seeing your children every weekend or every other weekend, or seeing them during the weekday, you never give up because there's always a light there. You might not see it at the beginning, but at the end there's a light there. So you never give up fighting. Don't give up fighting what means the most to you.
Fair enough. A good shout. I like that. So you're right. I think people. I think I've worked with some really strong people, really strong minded people, and they're going through some tough times. So I just wanted that to be said by someone else other than me. So whether you're this is supposed to be the closing out thought, but I think I've got another 30 minutes to go on this. I don't know if we can last another 30 minutes. Can I ask you another question? So let me ask you this question. You've just been arrested. What would your friends assume you'd done?
I don't actually know.
So Kirsty's sitting next to you. Kirsty, if I'm phoning you up now, right? I'm saying Anthony's been arrested. He's been nicked. What's your first thought?
Too Larry.
Got too Larry.
Got too Larry. There you go. So he's been out in the fights, protecting Jason. Jason and Anthony have been out, and Jason's got into trouble, and Anthony's had to protect him.
Yes.
And that's Anthony, and that Anthony is why you're not allowed out by yourself anymore.
What do you mean I'm not allowed that? I'm allowed that.
I'm not allowed out. I mean, you're not allowed out. Sorry, not allowed out with me anymore. You're not allowed out with me anymore. That's why I banned you. You're banned from coming out with me. Not by Kirsty, but by Maidenhead and by Maidstone, wasn't it? Maidstone banned us from the town.
Maidstone and
Dartford. Yeah, they banned us from the town. Banished because of Anthony's poor behaviour.
What time was it?
I don't know. We walked around Dartford town for about the whole night, though.
That's it, Steve.
So, okay, which is worse, being stuck in traffic, stuck in a lift, or stuck talking to your ex?
Stuck in.
Good answer. What would you rather have, a rewind button for life or a pause button?
A rewind button. If I had a rewind button.
What would you rewind? What was your biggest rewind?
I'll rewind quite a lot. I'll rewind going back to school.
All right.
To learn better things. If I concentrated more. So yeah, I'll rewind to go back to education-wise to get a better education.
Oh, would you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's commendable. I mean, I wouldn't rewind anything.
Why wouldn't you rewind anything? Because
it'd mean that I wouldn't be who I am today. And as much as people may not like me, and I'm a bit crazy and whatever, I just don't think I'd be any other. I can't see myself being any other way. If you were educated, like more educated than what you are, because you're still clever, you can do shit I can't do. You inspire me to do loads of stuff. You taught me ideas about businesses and stuff like that. So, you're saying about being educated, but if you were one of them bods at school, you wouldn't be a free thinker. You're a free thinker now, aren't you? Really?
Yeah, I am. I never used to be. Yeah. It was only like a few years ago. Yeah, where I changed my way of thinking. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I think I've heard people. You've talked about this before, where people say you've changed quite a bit.
Yeah, I have changed quite a bit.
And what's been your biggest change? What's caused that? Do you think? What's made you change?
My kids, come in there, princess. My kids what's made me change quite a lot. Obviously, they're getting older. They're growing wiser. So as they're growing wiser and older, it's just made me change as a person.
Because you have to adapt. Yeah,
which is a good thing.
Well, I see you're home now, Anthony, and I see that you've your kids out. I don't want your kids waiting for you. Obviously, that you've got your dentist. You've had to be the dentist and everything today, so they're probably worried about you because dentists are really life scary and that sort of stuff.
I'll admit, yeah, I don't like dentists. Yeah, I hate dentists with a passion.
How was it today for you? Did you let them in your mouth?
It was.
Oh, even worse. I wouldn't let it. When I went to a dentist, I had to major treatment. I made sure it was a female, and I basically made sure they dosed me up massively. And I used to one of them used to rest right on my eyeball, and I rest it there perfectly, and I would just be calm. One time I fell asleep with a breast on my eye.
I've been knocked out completely with a mask to have teeth out.
I started snoring apparently.
Did you talk in his sleep at all?
No, I wasn't talking. I just started snoring. But I mean, she knew what she was doing. I'm sure she knew what she was doing. Putting her breast right there, literally, as I could feel the nipple in my eyeball. It was good. But anyway, on that note, see, this is what we're talking about. This is like the random shit that we should talk about. As much as Alienated Dads is family court and it's scary, it's bad, and I know it's terrible, and I know because it's terrible because I miss my daughter now. She's 17, and I don't see her every day as much as I'd like. I speak to her every day, but I don't see her as much as I'd like. And you miss your kids, and you miss shit.
I've got a question for you.
Go on.
What is your main fear?
I don't have any fears.
You've got no fears. You're not scared of snakes, spiders, or anything like that.
Well, you ask me a question like that. I mean, I'm scared of I'm not scared. Well, I'm not scared. Rats, little things that fucking bite me. I'm getting like where I'm at right now. When I go and change the pony, when I deal with the pony, and I've got some horse shit on the floor, and there's all these gnats and shit all over the place. I'm fucking getting bitten like everything. Gnats. I mean, my biggest fear is something bad happening to my daughter. That's been my biggest fear. My biggest fear, her being away and something happening to her, and me being one of the last to know. That'd be one of my biggest fears.
100%.
Because I mean, I'm always the last to know when she goes in the hospital. I'm always the last to know anything. So it's like that's my biggest fear.
I think I've got to agree with you on that one, 100%. Like, obviously, the kids are your biggest fear in life, anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
Without a doubt. So yeah, I mean,
anything
I think we spend a lot of time worrying about. And I say this to dads. I think we spend a lot of time worrying. I spent years worrying about Lila, worrying about her going to Turkey with her mum, worrying about this. Well, mum's going to be getting dick elsewhere. Blah, his mum's not going to be looking after her. Blah blah blah. And ultimately, she's fine. Do you know what I mean? She's absolutely fine. She's resilient enough to get through it all. She's managed to survive it. It's made her who she is. I don't necessarily like or agree with everything that she says, but then she doesn't necessarily like or agree with everything that I say. And what human being in this world likes and agrees with everything that everyone says anyway. And I think,
exactly. Sometimes you've got to agree to disagree on
mate,
things.
she's a woman. There's no two ways about it. She's still a woman, right? She's still a woman. I'm not going to agree with her on stuff, especially when she's been brought up by her mum. She's going to have some feministic views, and I don't agree with all of them. She might say she says that I'm misogynistic. I don't think I am, but like I don't think I am at all. I think that women need to know. They need to be taught how to be a wife. They don't think they get taught how to be a wife anymore. But their priority should be learn how to be a wife, and then he's gone. It didn't like that, did he? Oh, it's back.
No,
Learn how to be a
here.
wife. Learn how to be a wife, and then go out and do what you want to do on top of that. Get a job, do what you want, but ultimately, know your place first of all. Know what brings out the best. Add value to, like, if I'm working, add value to that.
100%. Like obviously Kirsty, yeah, she's absolutely brilliant. Do you know what I mean? She's had so much to my life. It's been like 4 years, and like the value what she's added to my life is brilliant.
Yeah, well, she's patient with you. She doesn't tell you off. She doesn't. Well, if you are, I remember Vandana. She used to get angry at me, but she wasn't angry at me in a way that Lindsay would be angry at me. Lindsay would shout at me and swear at me and beat me up and stuff. We would have a conversation with Vandana. She'd talk to me like a human being, and I think Kirsty's got that sort of thing about her as well. I mean, it's about communicating that, and when you're being in a relationship, that you just get shouted at like constantly for like putting too much washing up liquid in the sink or wanting to do the dishes rather than use the dishwasher. Like, what's all that about? Do you know what I mean? So, but then at the same point, Lila's picked up some of these traits. Lila's picked up the traits that her mum. She treats me how her mum used to treat me. She thinks her mum. She thinks I'm stupid. I'm like, I've gone through this with your mum. I'm like, you fucking can't. You can't play me the way your mum's taught you with all she knows. She's not very clever because she's only got one trick. She's with a yes man right now, and this yes man does as he's told and blah blah blah. Like literally,
You never underestimate.
She's done a massive downgrade.
Anyone. You never underestimate someone. Do you know what I mean? You can't look at someone and judge them straight away by a cover. Yeah?
But mate, this bloke that she's with is not a bloke. Otherwise, he would be saying to her, "You need to make sure your daughter sees his dad, a dad."
Yeah, 100%.
Any bloke who's with anyone who's with, unless there's been a serious amount of abuse in there, which my relationship wasn't, and there isn't. So that should be endorsed. But he's not someone who's going to endorse it. Like he was not someone who's going to endorse it because he's in her house. He's got to do as he's told. He's in her house. He's in her house. Got to do as he's told. Otherwise, he'll be homeless. Go live back at home with your mum. 34, 35-year-old, whatever he is, 50, 40-year-old man.
So that's why he's
There's nothing wrong with living with your mum. There's nothing wrong with living with your mum. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not in no position, but like the fact of the matter is, it's a downgrade. It's a downgrade. No matter what's happened to me, I've survived. I'm still going. I've managed to support Lila through all these years, for the last 10, 15 years. I've managed to keep my head above water and be successful in terms of like keep going as well and help people as well at the same time as that. So I'm pleased with what I've achieved. Now Lila's of an age where I can sort of sit back a little bit and focus on myself a little bit more and get myself sorted in a place where I'm able to help more people because of what I'm going to build is going to be helping more people. And this is just a crappy little beginning bit. This will get better as we go. Because I'll get used to what I'm supposed to be clicking and who's fucking signing in whatever. And I'm going to get a producer to do it all for me as well. So this will get better and this will get better. But as with anything, it's going to get better. And hopefully we'll get people, because people were inquiring about doing this. No one actually come to me. Or if they did, I didn't see the messages. Or maybe I should have messaged them, but I will message out to people. So if anyone wants to talk random nonsense with me and fill an hour of their life with nothingness apart from sincerity and love and laughter, then they should get in touch with me or Anthony, because if Anthony's not on the front of the screen, he'll be doing something on the back of the screen. So he'll be logging in as producer. So if he's not on the front, he'll be doing something on the back. Isn't that right, Anthony?
That's it. And come and join. Yeah, even if you ain't going through a hard time, yeah, come and join. Have a bit of laugh, have a bit of banter, and that's what it's about. You come and have a laugh. Something what you might say to someone else might make their day. Someone who's feeling down the dumps and they can watch a podcast, yeah, it might brighten up their day and give them a different opinion of everything.
Well, I don't see why or how, especially in this crazy episode. But then people do, and I think that's good. I think people call me all the time and say, "Oh, I watched this, and I've watched your thing." And I'm like, even if it's just one person, and they do, and it's like, I'm always like humbled by it, to be honest with you.
And that's it. That's it. If you can make one person smile, that's another person you've made their day.
Absolutely is. And if you're going to leave, because we're on the final hurdle now, and we're on the final hurdle, Anthony. So we've got the last 15 minutes. So if you could instantly master one skill, what would it be?
What was that?
If you could instantly master one skill, what would that be?
I don't actually know. That's a really good question.
I'm full of them tonight. I'm full of them. Bloody hell,
You're
I thought
on the ball
this.
tonight. You're on the ball. What's going on?
Would you rather have fingers for toes or toes for fingers?
Fingers for toes, I think.
Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting.
And what
which is? Well, I'm quite happy with my fingers, thanks. Quite happy with them. Sausages. Which historical figure do you reckon would absolutely smash it today on TikTok?
I'm not on TikTok, mate.
Oh, you're on TikTok. Sorry, that's a bit touchy subject. Let's change subject. Do you think social media has made life better or worse for men?
I'm going to go a bit of 50-50 on that. Yeah.
He's sitting on the fence, ladies and gents. He's sitting on the fence.
Right.
And if you could instantly master, I didn't know what is the most underrated thing about being a dad?
Underrated?
So mine.
Well,
Underrated. Taking your kids to school. Reading books with your kids. Like parents, like how many mums do you know? Single mums. And there's loads of single mums. How many of them do you know that they hate that they go to school in their PJs and stuff because they can't be bothered to get dressed and everything before school? Yeah, they must hate the morning run like that. Yeah, they must hate it. So that I used to love doing that shit with Lila. I used to love taking her to school. I bet now I say that, and Kirsty probably takes her kids to school in pajamas.
No, she don't. So you're all right.
Oh, thank God for that. Jesus Christ.
I don't mind doing the school run, to be fair. It's quite easy.
Yeah, I used to love doing it. Used to love it. I'm picking them up from school as well. And if you could give your 18-year-old self one bit of advice, what would it be?
My 18-year-old myself probably changed the way I've done things when I was a teenager.
Okay, interesting. And
definitely.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
So I think I could have done better when I was 18.
I don't really remember much about being 18, to be honest. I seriously don't. All I know is it was a good time. I had a good time. That's what I've been told. If you could change one law in the UK tomorrow, what would it be?
That fathers don't have to fight for their kids.
So it'd be equal 50-50 straight off.
Yep. Why should fathers have to fight for the rights to see their children? Yeah. When basically they're 50% of the woman, 50% of the man.
I've got something for you, right? This is true stats. Right? This is true stats. Highest rates of divorce. Yeah, this is the true fact. Highest rates of divorce. Yeah, and see what they've got in common as well. Highest rate of divorce is lesbians. Yeah, women and women. Right? Two women together. Highest rate of divorce, lesbians. Second highest rate of divorce, man, woman. Yeah, heterosexual, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. They're the second highest rate of divorce, yeah, man and women. What's the common denominator there? Highest rate, 2 women. Highest rate, you've got 2 women there. Second highest rate, you have 1 woman there. And guess what? This is official stats. I saw them this morning. Official stats, lowest is gay marriages, where they've got they get divorced, but there's less. They're lowest. And guess what? There's no women involved there. So what's the pattern?
True. I understand exactly where you're coming from.
I mean, I'm not saying these are true stats. You can't lie with these. These are real stats. So the common denominator in there would be the woman. I'm just saying, just putting it out there. If you don't want to get divorced, then don't get married. Pay for them. I don't know. I don't pay. No, seriously. No, don't get me wrong. I wish I was in a relationship. Sometimes it gets lonely. I mean, I'm sort of looking at getting a dog or babysitting dogs and whatever. The horse, I've got a pony out there that I talk to. I've got some plants that I'm sort of talking to now as well. I mean, these are all good. These are all good things because they don't talk back that much, and it depends on what I've been eating, but they generally don't talk back, which is good.
That's it.
I mean, that's just how it is, I suppose. But there you go. Anyway, Anthony, it's been. I mean, I don't think anyone would watch this much of anything anyway, to be honest with you. But we're gonna call it quits. We're gonna say goodbye. We've done 50 minutes. I think we've done a good stint. You'll be back up again next week, Anthony. If we have to do this again, every Wednesday night, 8:00 or 8:30.
Yeah, that's perfect.
At Dads Network. Hopefully, we'll get more people wanting to come in and talk some just random nonsense with me. And hopefully, over time, we take off a little bit. But then this will be available on Spotify, Apple Music, Apple iTunes, whatever you call it, and on YouTube. Bish bash bosh. Merry Christmas.
See you later, mate. Enjoy your evening.